So these are the Tozo NC3s, a pair of wireless earbuds that not only aren't going to break the bank, but they have good battery life and they're waterproof too. So let's check them out and dive in. In full disclosure, Tozo did send me these to review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so you are, as always, going to get my honest opinion. Now, I need to get out and get changed, so I'll see you in a bit. So looking at the design of the case and the earbuds, and the case first is a nice small size, so it's easily going to fit inside your pocket. It's got a really cool feature on the front that shows you not only the battery life of the case, but also of the earbuds as well. So you know exactly when you should plug this in to charge it. So taking the earbuds out of the case, and the first thing you'll notice is how small they are. If you compare them against another pair of typical earbuds, you'll notice that the stem is a lot shorter. Now, this makes the earbuds really good for people that have got smaller ears and often find it more difficult to find a pair of earbuds that will fit them. Plus, the fact that these come with 6 different size ear tips just makes that even better. So the smaller size of these and the 6 different ear tips means that these are one of the few earbuds that are going to be able to fit you if you've got smaller ears. And if you put them in your ears, they're nice and comfortable, they don't weigh in your ears at all, they're nice, compact, small, comfortable to wear for hours at a time. So these are going to be good for a whole heap of different scenarios because they support multi-point, so they can be connected up to 2 devices at the same time. So if you want to be connected to something like your mobile phone and your laptop at the same time, so that you can take phone calls or take Zoom calls or listen to music off one thing and the other without having to worry about disconnecting and reconnecting to one or the other, well, these earbuds have you covered for that. They're great for noisy and windy environments as well because they've got ANC built into them, which helps to cancel out that background noise. Now you can choose to either turn ANC on in the Tozo mobile app and it will automatically adjust the amount of ANC according to the amount of background noise that it can detect, or you can jump in and custom change the level of ANC that you want to use. And the ANC works pretty well at cancelling out a lot of that background noise, especially for earbuds at this price. It also has a wind reduction mode, which is pretty good at cutting out that rushing wind sound going past your ears on a windy day. Although it is worth noting that turning wind reduction mode does reduce the effectiveness of the ANC. However, on a really windy day, it's definitely worth it. These are also great if you need them to last for a long time between charges because they've got pretty good battery life. You'll get up to 13 hours of battery life on a single charge and 55 hours with the case. However, that is with ANC turned off. If you turn ANC on, you get around 9.5 hours on a single charge and 40 hours with the case. That's still pretty good battery life. And when you do need to charge the earbuds, they'll charge up to full in an hour and a half. And there's also that handy LED display on the front of the case that will tell you how charged the earbuds are and the case is as well. I wish more cases had that because it's a really useful feature because it's always a bit of a blind guess as to how charged your earbuds in your case is, or you have to go and connect your earbuds to the mobile app to find how much battery power is left on your earbuds. With that simple display on the front of the case, you don't have to bother with that. It's just really useful and simple. Moving on to the sound here, and inside here are a pair of 12mm drivers to help to give you good sound. The outer box sound though I thought was very bass heavy. Now I'm the kind of person that when I test earbuds I tend to push the bass up because I don't think they have enough, but these just had way too much. The treble just was not enough, the bass was too heavy. I didn't like that sound. However, in the accompanying mobile app, you can go and change that EQ. You can choose from a whole bunch of different presets, or you can jump in and change the 10-band custom EQ to make these sound exactly how you want it. And that's exactly what I did. So I dropped the bass, I moved the treble up a little bit to give a more balanced sound. So after EQing it, it sounded a lot better. So the bass wasn't overpowering, you had clarity in the mids and the trebles, when it's not going to sound as good as more expensive earbuds, but it was more than pleasant enough to listen to, and the bass wasn't overpowering anymore. So these can sound good, just not with the out of box tuning. These do also have 6 mics in them, so you can take a call on these. So let's go do a mic test so you can hear how they sound. Currently listen to the mic on the top of the camera in a quiet room so you can hear what the ambient sound in the room is like. You'll now listen to the mics on the Tozo NC3 earbuds so you can hear how well this mic is picking up my voice in a quiet room. I've now got some simulated coffee shop noise playing in the background. You can listen to the mic on the top of the camera so you can hear how loud that ambient noise is. You'll now listen to the mics on the Tozo NC3 earbuds so you can hear how well these earbuds are cancelling out that background noise and making my voice clear and well heard. Now there are a few things I would like to see improved with these earbuds, and I think they could be with a firmware update. So the first is the transparency mode, because it does have one, which is great, and you can turn it on, but you can only turn it on, you can't change the level, so it's on or it's off. A lot of other earbuds, you can change the level of sound that you want to allow through the earbuds. So that would have been a nice thing to have been included. The other thing I find is that I can't hear my own voice when I've got transparency mode on. So I still get that occlusion effect. So that sound of, it sounds like you're talking with your fingers stuck in your ears. Whereas with transparency mode, I would like to hear myself a bit more naturally. So that would be good if they could add that. The other thing that kind of bugs me is around the controls, because you do have touch controls on here, which is really good. And you've got single, double, triple, and long press on each earbud, which can do different actions, which again is really good. And you can also customize what the controls do inside the Tozo mobile app, which again is good. However, what actions you can control or configure or change is a little bit random on each ear. So you can change the single and the triple press on the left earbud, but you can't change the double press and the long press. And then on the right earbud, you can change the single, double and long, but you can't change the triple press. It's just really random. It just feels as to which ones you can change. I'd just like to be able to change them all. I don't see why some are restricted that you can't change them. Again, maybe that's something they can fix in a firmware update as well. So there's one thing that I haven't mentioned in this video yet, and it's something that probably you're expecting to be mentioned because I did it at the front of the video. So the waterproofness of these earbuds. So these are rated IPX8, so this should be able to survive submersed in water for half an hour in at least a meter of depth. These didn't last 20 seconds in a pool. So I made the rest of this video yesterday, and then I was testing these earbuds after I jumped in the pool. The right earbud was fine. The left earbud, not so much. So it was really muffled and sort of low sound. So I thought, oh, well, maybe there's some water clogged in it. So I kind of left them to dry overnight and that helped. So the sound came back and I thought that was all okay. Then the left earbud was letting out this massive high-pitched whine. That's at risk of like seriously damaging your ears as well. So these are knackered. These are absolutely munted. I don't actually expect earbuds to be waterproof, if I'm being honest. I expect them to be okay if you get caught out in the rain or if you get hot and sweaty at a gym, they should be fine. That's generally something like your IPX4 rating, and I would have been fine if Tozo had rated these IPX4. I'd be like, cool, that's great. The problem is that they rated them IPX8, and that bugs me. Because I think people would buy these thinking that they're going to be waterproof. A lot of other earbuds or headphones that are specifically built for swimming, like the Shokz OpenSwim, they are IP68 rated. So the Shokz OpenSwim are as waterproof from a rating perspective as these are. And there's no way these are as waterproof as the Shokz. So I think if they downgraded their waterproof rating, I think people would just be more realistic about what they're getting when they get a pair of earbuds. So as this stands, these are completely knackered now, and they're going to get thrown in the bin. Still, it was worth a test to see whether the manufacturer's claims hold up and to let you know whether you can rely on them or not. So do I think you should buy these? Well, I wouldn't rely on their waterproof rating at all, and I think at $60 they are expensive because for just a little bit more you can start to get some really good earbuds. Still, if you're looking for a pair of earbuds that sound okay, have good battery life, and are particularly good for smaller ears, then I think if you can get these for under 40, and on Amazon at the moment they're under 30, well, I think then they're definitely worth a look. So I will put purchase links in the description down below so you can go check them out for yourself. I would definitely recommend though looking at some other alternatives though and checking out the links up here. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.